Welcome to my video. Welcome to Chef Gordon's Kitchen. Today we will be making a sausage roll and we're making it out of crust. So the ingredients that we'll be using today to make this 1, 2, 3 very easy sausage roll, we'll be using flour, butter, we're having cheese, and yes, we have our sausage. And we're going to use a little sugar and salt, and we're going to have oil to grease our pan, and yes, our oven must be heated as well. Alright, so what we have here is 1 cup of flour, and I'm going to use my scale here to show you that this 1 cup of flour actually equal to 1 pound of flour. So I'm going to let the camera zoom in to let you see that it is actually 1 pound of flour. So we have 1 pound of flour, and the method is we use 1 pound of flour, half fat to a pound of flour. So half fat, which is butter. Some persons like to use shortening or sweet, whatever, but we're using butter. So we're using half fat to a pound of flour. So this is it. And then we'll have our ice water with our egg mixer in it to give it the color that we need. Be back with you in a bit. Alright, so we have our flour with our butter in it. And we're going to add a little tip of egg powder to our ice water. So we have this orange yellowish looking color, so that is there. And then our sugar, which we're going to add to our flour. And we're going to add a pinch of salt. Just a little pinch. So we get those out of the way so we can start the mixing. So what we're going to do now is to combine the flour and the butter in a mixing motion, or it's like you're actually trying to crumble the butter into the flour. So you use this rubbing method in incorporating the flour with the butter. It takes a little bit of time. So when it is actually finished, it more want to look like a breadcrumbs or like a cornmeal, refined cornmeal type of look. That's how it will look when you actually incorporate the butter into the flour. Alright, so this is it. This is ready. Try to get all of the flour. Try to get all the flour to mix in with the butter. So friends, what I want for you to do is to please like, share, subscribe, and watch the video all the way to the end. So this is it. Alright, this is it. You can hold it and squeeze it like that. See this? This is it. And it poured all back. So now we are going to add our ice water with our coloring in it. You add a little at a time and you gently fold it in. You don't want to add too much water, because if you add too much water, you're going to have a very soft dough. And that is not the aim. The aim is to have a nice tight looking dough. Not too tight, but you want your dough to be firm enough that, you know, it doesn't spread out on you. So I'm going to add a little tip more. Just a little tip more. Alright, so that's about it. And then we mix it, all of that in. Still have a little dry piece here. So this little dry section here, just add a little tip. And then our dough will start to come together. You don't want to knead it, you just want to put it together, and just like this, and you're going to let this sit and rest for in the fridge. Put it in your freezer for about 5 minutes so it can get very cool and come together, and then you'll be ready to use to roll out to make your sausage roll. Alright, so here we have our dough now, wrapped in saran wrap, plastic wrap. So we put it inside the fridge or the refrigerator for it to get cold, so we can properly handle it when we're actually rolling it. In the video I made mention of flour. I'm not sure if I had said 1 cup of flour equal to 1 pound of flour, but it is actually a 2 cup. This is actually a 2 cup, and it is actually equal to 1 pound of flour. So let me make that clear. The 2 cup is actually equal to 1 pound of flour. Alright, so we get that out of the way. So we have our pan already greased, and we have our sausage which is ready, and we have our cheese that is also ready to use. Right, so this is us now. So let us get into the making of our. So we take a piece of our dough, we roll it out like this. Remove this. And we're going to need to have some flour on our table. So we're going to dust our table with some flour to prevent it from sticking. As well as you can always add some flour to your rolling pin, and then you can work. So here we go. So one side. Try to get the flour on this side, and sure the flour is on the other side as well. Spread it out evenly, then you roll again. Turn it on this side, then you gently roll again. Dust it with a little flour. That's it. Roll it onto the pin. Floor your table. You can roll it back out. So you know the thickness that you like. If you like it very thick, that's fine. If you like it about a few inches thick, that's fine. So you roll it to the suit that you like. All right, so there's no hard and fast to it. All right, so what I'm going to do now is to use my knife to dress it. All right, so I'm using my knife to just to dress it up. I'm dressing it up. All right, so we'll take off all of those edges. And then I'm going to take my sausage and measure it. Alright, so I can get, okay, I'm sure the same thing is up here. Come back here. Alright, so what we're going to do now is to pull our cheese open. Now, so we're going to take our cheese just like this. We're going to lay our cheese down. I'm going to have all our sausage. I'm going to roll. I don't have my brush with me, but you just use your finger to wet and you roll over, and then you cut it and you seal the sides. Alright, you seal the sides and then you place it on your baking tray. So we have this one here, so we can easily take our measurement from this. Alright, so we're going to do it like this now quickly, because we already established the size of it already and how much we could get out of the dough. So we could get 4 out of it, so we're going to do the additional 3 right away. Alright, so this is it. So this is our sausage. Nice. And we're going to roll. But bear in mind, you're going to wet the sides. Wet the sides. Wet the 4 corners of your dough. This one here is going to be a little bit too big. So I'm going to take off that. Wet 4 sides of it. Want to squeeze and fold it under. You can squeeze and fold it under. So what we're going to do now is to beat some egg. We're going to use the egg to brush on the top of it, so when it bakes it gives a little crispiness. Alright, so you normally use your brush. To brush it. This time I don't have my brush with me, so what I'm using is the plastic wrap. So I'm making it into a little feather, so I can use it to brush the crust. So I mean, if you don't have your brush, don't worry. Just do it like this. And bear in mind, when you're finished with this, your egg is still good. What you can do is just scramble it and enjoy it. So my oven is already preheated, so I'm going to move this over into the oven. Alright, so this is our cheesy roll. This is our cheesy roll. So I'm cutting it now to actually see how it looks on the inside. Yeah, it's cheese on the inside, so you're not able to identify the cheese on the inside, but the cheese is on the inside. So yeah, so this is our sausage roll with cheese. Cheese is sausage roll. So I'd like for you to do is to like, share, subscribe, and please watch the video all the way to the end. This is very easy for you to do at home, to try it at home and enjoy. See you in my next video.